All right, let's look at the reflex now. So number 5 says write an equation that is linear but is not in standard form. So all I have to do is have y by itself, so 3x plus 2, so that would be a linear equation not in standard form. So they have x is equal to something, which is fine as well, so x is equal to 2y. And they just said x is equal to 64. So those both are linear equations that are not in standard form. So my next reflect question says, here's standard form, ax plus by equals c. And they were saying, what if x is 0? So if x is 0, 0x, so that means I don't have any, plus by is equal to c. So I don't have any x's. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to divide both sides by b. So isolating my y. So that's just c over b. All right, so now the next one is I'm going to the word turn number 7. So I'm going to look at graphing my 6x plus y is equal to 12. But before I do that, I want to isolate my 6x. So therefore, I'm going to move this 6x to the other side. And so I have y is equal to negative 6x plus 12. And you can write it like what I just did, or you can write it like this. Either way is fine right now. So now I'm just going to choose some values and I'm going to substitute them in. But what I want to point out here is the graph over here. So it is in units, so the x is in units of half and the y's are in units of 5. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my negative 2 is what I'm going to start with. So my input here is going to be a negative 2. So I'm going to say negative 6 times a negative 2 plus 12. So this is a positive 12 plus 12, and that is 24. So my input is a negative 2, my output is 24. So my first ordered pair is negative 2, 24. And then I can graph that. So negative 2 and then 24. So it's going to be up here. So now I'm going to go ahead and look at my next one. And so I'm going to do a negative 1. So again, so negative 6 times a negative 1 plus 12. So this is a positive 6 plus 12. So this is 18. So my output here is 18. So my ordered pair is a negative 1, 18. So I'm going to come to negative 1. I'm going to find 18. So here's my x negative 1, and I'm going to go up to 18. And it's somewhere in there. So now I'm going to do 0. And you can kind of see I'm just drawing a line to keep my work separate each time. So it doesn't all run together. So I'm going to do 0. So now I'm just going to say negative 6 times 0 plus 12. So this here is 0 plus 12. So my output is 12. So this is 0, 12. And now I'm going to go ahead and go over and graph that. So 10, 11, 12. So there's the next one. So now let's look at when x is 1. So when x is 1, so I'm going to go ahead and draw my line. So x is 1, now I have a negative 6 times 1 plus 12. So negative 6 times 1 is a negative 6 plus 12. So this is a positive 6, so my output is 6. So I have 1, 6. So 1, 6, so about right there. And you can kind of see the line forming. So what I want to kind of show you here is I want you to look at the change. So 12 minus 6, so if this is changing, or 6 minus 12. So this is changing by a negative 6. So you can see it's getting smaller and smaller. So here, this change here, so 12 minus 18, so the change is a negative 6 again. So it's a constant, this constant change. So same thing with my 24 and my 18. So 18 minus 24, so again, this is a negative 6. So it has a constant change of a negative 6. So this side is changing by negative 1 minus minus 2. Okay, so this is changing by 1. So here's 0 minus minus 1. So this is changing by 1. So 1 minus 0. So this is changing by 1. So the x values have a constant change of 1, and my y values have a constant change of a negative 6, making this a negative slope. So if I look up here, I can see that I have a negative slope is what I have. And this is what the line would look like.